It's 2018, plenty of time to negotiate a Brexit deal, especially if Europeans have a positive image of their British counterparts. It's the 2018 Brexit update in 5 jokes, because Britain really is leaving the EU. Just like Jon Snow really did leave Game of Thrones. At number 5, good news! Theresa May tweeted, "The Conservative Party is banning hidden charges on your credit card." That is great, but speaking of credit, turns out Theresa May doesn't deserve any. Yeah, that rule totally came from the EU. In fact, the conservative Tories tried to kill the rule. It's like Voldemort saying, you know, Harry Potter, he wouldn't even be here without me. I was a Harry Potter fan before anybody. Anything else the Tories would like to claim credit for? A ban on roaming fees? Yeah, that was the EU. Consumer Rights Directive? Also the EU. Net neutrality? Again, the EU. In fact, Tories, when it comes to credit and credibility, let's check your balance. You are at 0.0%. This is the part where we get to hang up. Goodbye. At number 4, Brexit Minister David Davis has been effectively sidelined. David Davis. "We feel that the EU is not taking these negotiations seriously," says the man who showed up on the first day of negotiations for the photo shoot and then left. Meanwhile, Theresa May herself did make significant progress in December, even though admittedly she got off to a bit of a rough start. 3. Now that phase 1 of the Brexit negotiations has been sufficiently addressed, a Brexit delegation presented the EU negotiator Michel Barnier with a hamper of British products, including English sparkling wine and cheddar cheese. And it wasn't just any cheese, it seems to have been Dorset cheese with EU-protected origin. Hence, with Brexit, they're not just giving him some cheese, they're giving him the rights to produce his own Dorset cheese forever. Again, excellent negotiating. At number 2, the British economy has done better than expected since the Brexit vote. And Brexit supporters are like, well, yeah, it's The Economist, so they should know. The Economist article goes on to report about Brexit's profoundly negative long-term economic consequences, causing Brexit supporters to say, yeah, stupid Economist, what do they know? What's in the Daily Mail? Perhaps it's this sense of impending doom that a majority of British people now think it was wrong to vote for Brexit. Leave voters are now in the minority, partly because many of them are now dead, either because of old age or, based on their spelling, natural selection. And at number 1, a Brexit bombshell for UK's European Capital of Culture 2023. The city of Leeds is reportedly surprised that they are no longer being considered for European Capital of Culture. To be clear, yes, you can still go to Euro Disney. No, you cannot still get funding from the European Union. Or maybe Leeds knows something we don't. Maybe they should be the European Capital of Culture in 2023 because at this rate, Brexit won't really go into effect until at least 2030.